Hey man,
How are you?
it's poppin'. I'm good. And you?
Not too bad.
Okay.
Your attention, please. We will be having the drawing of the raffle immediately after this game. Thank you for your kind attention.
I gotta give me a second to get ready. Jesus Christmas. I'm not ready here, so I don't think
Welcome to the third and fourth place playoff of the World Male Netball Championship at the Stereo Gymnasium here in Fort Myers, Florida. On court now is Tennessee Wildcats and Navigators Institute of Sports. So, under just a minute of play has gone, and the score is 2-0 to the Navigators team. Earlier, Navigators played Elbasan in semifinals number one and lost to them, and the Tennessee Wildcat played Wormley Strikers and also lose to them. So, both teams will be vying for the third place playoff of the World Male Netball Championship, the fifth staging of the World Male Netball Championship. And for those who are just joining us, welcome to our live streaming. So, on court now, Navigators in position of the ball, goal attack to the center to the goal shooter. Very quick pass off there. And as usual, the flamboyant shooting there from the goal shooter Delroy finishes fabulously. So that's 3-0. Cap. It's usually unorthodox of the goal attack to be playing in that position, as he's primarily a goal shooter. So they're just trying a different combination to see what can work. So we will see how that progresses as we go through the game. The goalkeeper a little bit inexperienced, but he will be making a name for himself inside the circle. So good shooter to shooter pass off there inside the circle, and the goal shooter layup and shoots. So that's 3-1. Navigator center pass. And taken to the wing attack to the goal shooter back to the wing attack back to goal shooter. Excellent try there from the goalkeeper. He's very aggressive in play and he's all over the court just trying to stop the play, but unfortunately not able to do so. Navigators remain in possession of the ball, and time being held, the goalkeeper is hopping, and he's about to, yes, there's a change on court at the moment. Goalkeeper is coming off, so it's probably sustained an injury when he went down. So, and he's been taken off court by their coach and a team member. I'm really hoping that he will recover from that because he's an excellent player. As I said, very aggressive, very agile in that circle, trying to stop everything. So, the goal attack there, just howling in disagreement with that call there from the umpire. Obstruction there from the wing attack. Wing attack in position of the ball for Navigators, unable to find somebody. He was so lucky that Elbow wasn't calling him. The goal attack need to really settle and make those shots. So, good finish there from him nonetheless, and that's 4-2 after almost 5 minutes of play on court. So good hustle there from the wing defense to steal that ball. The goal shooter, luckily unable to keep it on court, but it went off one of the Navigators player. The center for the Navigators team, aggressive as usual. Again, the wing attack is finding it very challenging to make that pass either inside the circle or around the circle edge. Luckily for him, obstruction was called. Goal attack, shoots, misses, and there's a penalty call on the goal defense, Damien, and goal attack finishes in style. Center pass now taken by the Tennessee Wildcat team. Good collect there from the wing defense. Back to the center. Center. That was an excellent pass there by the center. He looked to the goal attack, but then he made that straight pass, straight inside the goal shooter, and he finished with a layup. Joining me is Kurt Dale from Wormy Strikers, and I forget to say my name. I'm Sherman.
Hey Sherman, how you doing?
I'm good. So, how do you think the game is going so far? It's tied for a piece after almost 5 minutes of play.
Yes, good strong start from both teams. Nice move by the wing defense. Good strong start from both teams. High intensity. Nice lob pass into the goal shooter. He tries the layup. Obstruction called by the umpire. But good strong start from both teams. High intensity. What we want to see.
Do you think that both teams will be able to keep up this sort of intensity throughout the entire 60 minutes?
Well, after 3 days of grueling competition, it will be hard, but no doubt they are.
Excellent take from the center.
Nice vision into the goal shooter.
The goalkeeper needs to play a little bit closer to the goal shooter.
Yes,
but excellent jump there from him trying to block that out, but it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, man. At the moment, the vision to the shooter is too open. Nice bounce pass through the middle.
Yes. Because as we could see, in a previous play, the goalkeeper was get caught behind, and the center, who was looking towards the goal attack for Tennessee Wildcat, pretending as if he was going to make that pass to the goal attack, and just make that long pass straight into the goal shooter on the front. Yes,
good
that was
thinking.
excellent.
Wow, beautiful pop from the goal attack, Amroy. Nice stretch on the keeper, but he scores.
Who do you think is going to take this one?
Well, I think the Navigators should win. After a tough semi-final this morning, they have been in all finals since the inception of the competition, so they would be hurting not to be in this competition. Whoa, nice intercept from the goalkeeper. Unlucky to be called by
step in.
A step call from the umpire. But as I was saying, Sherman, Navigators would be hurting from that semi-final loss. So I expect them to come out firing in this game and put on a good show, finish strong, so they can start their planning for next year.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I was very surprised this morning when I heard the final score, to hear that Elbasan, took away that spot from the finals for them. And I could just imagine they probably playing this third place playoff with some sort of regret and vengeance.
Yes, a lot of emotion would be in it as well, because this is a team that has played in all finals. I mean, they have won it once and been second on other occasions. So playing for the third and fourth playoff would be something new to them. Good hustle from the Wildcats again. The defensive pressure they have displayed so far has been immense.
There seemed to be some confusion there as to who the ball belongs to. But apparently it goes to the Navigators team. Excellent pop there from Amar as usual. His signature style,
His signature style, yes. You know, he's my teammate back home.
Yes, I mentioned that yesterday, that it was ironical. You two play for the same local club, but then you were playing against each other. But at that time, I'm sure that didn't matter.
No,
because it was the most important thing was to get that win in that final score. So the game is a little bit messy at this time. You know, both teams are just unable to take good control of the game.
Yes, we've been at 6-6 for a bit.
Yeah,
now, so.
And just about 7 minutes of play is remaining. So we'll see who will be taking this first quarter.
So we'll have a look to see what team settles first, because usually the team that settles first usually end up pushing up to a 2 or 3 goal lead. So it's important now for one team to just maintain possession and take it down and try to get some goals in.
Yes. So
all right, nice patience here being displayed by the T-Cats. Goal
a
defense,
good drive.
Defense.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's the most important thing, is that they have to keep driving and come in front to collect those balls, because As you can see, hands over ball pressure is right throughout
Right,
the court.
and Navigators was doing a good job boxing them right in earlier, but then the contact call came on the center, and that just released the pressure completely, and they were able to now bring the ball down and are about to take a shot. Goal attack misses, but goal shooter Jerry has the rebound.
Ah,
He goes for the layup. He
that
goes
was
for
a
the
very
layup.
smart move because he pretended as if he was going to play back on the
Pass.
ball,
Yes.
but then he was trying to lay up but got blocked there. And luckily for him, contact their call on the umpire.
Well, this is an opportunity now for the Wildcats to take a 2-goal lead. It's now their center pass. They just scored from the Navigators. Long pass to the goal shooter. Nice big swing to the wing attack. Replay.
Yes, he should have just grabbed that
Yes,
ball
he
instead
should
of
have
tapping it. So good strong there from Gressford as usual.
Yes.
Another local base player from the Austrian team.
Yes.
He's playing. He played very well this morning.
Yes.
And even yesterday when he played against World Main Strikers, I think he made a good representation of himself in this competition. What do you think?
He, however, spent a lot of time on the bench, which I was actually surprised about. I was expecting him to start in more games. He's a very aggressive player. He's a ball getter. So I was expecting more court time for him. But however, it's his first year with the Wildcats, I think. So they would probably use an opportunity to understand his game a little bit more and work him better in the game in the future.
Definitely, I totally agree with you. So at this time now, Navigators has taken back the lead, 8-7. Again, T-Cats has found it very difficult to just settle down with the game and make the correct passes.
Ooh.
Yeah, good backup there from the goal shooter, but no Navigators, no T-Cats player
There
were
to pick it
available
up.
to pick it up. So
And
of
he
course,
did a smart thing by tossing it high in the air,
yes.
hoping that his tall goal attack would be able to get it.
Yeah, excellent rebound there from the goalkeeper. I realized too that he has gotten not much court time, I guess, because of his inexperience.
Yes.
So the game is very intense at this moment.
Oh, big contest in the defensive circle. Oh, totally unnecessary pass from Jerry. He was trying to be a bit cheeky there, but he didn't come off.
He just needs to be a little bit more patient with the pass.
Yes. Oh,
Good, excellent
work from the
work
keeper
there
there.
from the keeper. To draw that contact from the goal shooter. The goal. He had the ball in his hand and the goal shooter literally just stabbed it out of his hand.
It was
So,
a beautiful baseline drive from the goal attack,
Yes,
the goal
it
shooter,
was.
but the pass to him just wasn't executed properly.
That should have been an obstruction there from the center.
Definitely. Oh, miscommunication between the shooters. Oh, short pass called by the umpire. That's an unlucky call. Similar pass at the other end, not called. Goal
Yes.
scored. Navigators again in attack.
But Kurt, there have been a lot of
There goes
excellent
Gressford,
work there
excellent
from Gressford.
interception.
Unfortunately,
No
no T-Cats player there again to pick that ball up. But, did you see that elbow?
I did. These players are putting their bodies on the line.
They are.
Yes.
I mean, we spoke about Doran yesterday when I commentate with Colin from Florida Jets, and we spoke about Doran to an extent in terms of his signature style of play. He's very aggressive. He's very physical, and he's very cheeky with his play.
He is.
And I think sometimes it comes off a little bit, dangerous.
He's actually a very great person when you get to know him, but he plays a very physical, strong style of defense. What I like about his play, even though it's sometimes dangerous, he knows how to keep the umpire out of it.
Yes.
So oftentimes,
Excellent work there again from
Yes.
Gressford. That ball is working that goal attack.
It
Just
is,
making
it
it
is.
just making it very hard for Umroy to get that center pass.
yes, absolutely right. That's the Gressford we know from Jamaica, and that's what that kind of play we expect to see from him here. He's a ball getter, as we said earlier, and he will keep contesting for the full 60 minutes.
Yes.
But again, the T-Cats turn it over, Sherman.
Yeah, unfortunately, they were trying to make that lap pass into the circle to the goal attack, and surprisingly, I said it earlier, that that's not his usual position.
Right.
The T-Cats goal attack, because he's primarily a goal shooter.
Yes.
So to see him
Brilliant
at goal
shot.
attack now, pretty much kind of unorthodox there for him. But at this time, under 2 minutes of play left, and it's 11-8 for the Navigators team. A little bit of patience there from the wing defense, and he's directing the court as to where he wants the ball to go. Good position there from the goal shooter, Jerry. Very excellent finish
Nice,
there.
nice.
Did you see that? Did you see that
It
body
was,
stance?
it was an excellent positioning from Jerry in goal shooter.
Yes.
I think the pass could have gone in a little bit earlier, as the goal defense was coming in and almost got a tip on it. But nevertheless, they got it in, and another on the board for them. But straight away, Navigators respond.
Yes.
Nice quick transition shoot court.
As
finished
usual,
by
that goal
Delroy.
shooter is just phenomenal from
Awesome,
the Navigators
awesome.
team. All right, so another center pass here from the Navigators team, and with just about 30 seconds of play left, let us see if they can close that gap. No, they can't.
good
The tall,
intercept
yes,
from
the tall
Dane.
hands from Dane Voucher, just stopping that ball from going inside the shooting circle. Good tip there from the goal attack and from the Navigators team. Still not able to keep it in. You can
13
hear from
seconds
the
on the
crowd
clock.
calling time.
They're urging them on.
Yes.
On the 9 seconds, Umroy should score this. He
Oh,
misses.
a missed
Rebound
shot.
to the
This
Wildcats.
should be a very
Can
long
they
pass.
use it? No, they can't. Time are
Good
going to-
deflection there from the goal shooter
That was a good
Delroy,
deflection.
working overtime to just prevent that ball from going down court. So after 15 minutes of exciting that ball, it's 12-9 in favor of Navigators.
Yes.
So do you think that Navigators will take it now, since they're the one who have settled down, or do you think
Yes,
they
they
still
have-
need to settle down?
They have settled a bit, and they have pushed out to a 3-goal lead. This is
Mm-hmm.
what we expect to see from them. However, I am not yet ready to rule the T-Cats out. They can come back because they have turned over a lot of ball. They just haven't been able to capitalize.
Yes, that's true. So they need to capitalize on those turnovers, just to get back in the game, get in front on the scoreboard, if they intend on winning this. And I must say that I think T-Cats, yes, Navigators are very emotional right now after this morning's semifinals, but T-Cats pretty much has nothing to lose because they finished fourth last year. So I think they would be a little bit more hungrier, trying to finish either third, this year. So I in my opinion, I
Definitely,
think
definitely.
T-Cats,
This is an opportunity for them to finish one place better than they did last year.
or maybe both teams are hungry.
Well, both would be hungry, definitely, because all these persons have traveled far to be here,
Yes.
and it's been a grueling 3 days of competition. Everybody's hurting, everybody's sore, so there's a medal on the line, and I'm sure everyone would want to be able to go
Yes.
home with that.
because at the end of the day, when you're on the bench or wherever and you feel that, so once you touch the court, it's like it no longer exists.
Right.
Because myself, I was in a lot of pain this morning, and then I went on the court and I didn't feel anything.
You
I
didn't feel
played,
anything, right,
and then as
because
soon as I'm
adrenaline.
finished, I'm like happy, like where did this
Yes,
come
yes.
from? So I mean, once you touch the court, it's like you have transformed into something else or somebody else. Just to put your best foot forward and to play that ball. So you're not seeing on your screen at the moment, but the goal shooter Jerry is talking to the umpire. I'm assuming that he's the captain, because the captain is the only person
Yes,
that should
he's the
be
captain.
okay. So the captain there's approached the umpire regarding some calls that he may have made. He seems to be pretty much pleased, would you say, with the response that he got?
Yeah, he seemed pretty pleased. We didn't get a chance to see what he was querying about, but hopefully the umpires can cover it and have a smooth running game.
Yes. So, this game is going to be an exciting one. The
Yes.
finals, I can't wait to see that one.
Yes, it's going to be an amazing final. I will be leaving
Very-
you shortly to
very-
go get ready for a part of that game.
Very physical
Two
game.
very exciting teams. I mean, I have been really impressed with Elbasan. We played them in the first game, and I am still feeling hits from that game. So we are expecting a physical contest from them, but you know, I think my team has all the goods to take it all
Yes.
the way. So we are hoping to go out there and put on a good show for the fans. Nevertheless, Elbasan is a good team, and we know that they're going to bring it.
Right. I really admire them, and I'm so proud of them to have finished fifth last year and to make it to the finals this year.
Big
That's
achievement,
that,
big accomplishment.
and when I spoke with David earlier this week when I commentated with him, you know, we spoke about how improved the team is. It's like it's a total different team from last year. From what we
Yes.
saw, they are you know just growling with that hunger to just
Definitely.
get those wins. So I'm really anticipated and looking forward to that finals. I know you guys are gonna come out really hard
Yes.
because of course you have to maintain your first place finish.
Right, this is an opportunity for us to become the first team in history to win 3 titles back to back. So there's a lot on the line. We're not getting too caught up in that. We just want to take it one step at a time and go out there and play. One person from Elbasan that I've been really impressed with is a goal shooter. He wasn't here last year.
Yes.
And he seems to be the different. And it's just crazy. He's playing goal shooter and he's been the playmaker of the team. He sets the players up and he gets the ball going. It's absolutely amazing to watch him play.
That I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
And even just his style of shooting, it is just so unorthodox.
Oh no, so that's what. Sometimes I'm here like, is that going to go in?
Yeah.
And it falls right in.
Like,
So
it does something with his hands, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what the hell is he
exactly.
doing? But you know, he's very accurate with his shooting,
is.
and the goal attack. Maxine, he's a layup kind of guy. So that's gonna be interesting to see. So far, I'm not seeing any changes on any of the two
no,
benches.
not at the
No.
moment. In this game, for this game, however, Sherman, is there anybody in particularly that has impressed you in this game in the first quarter?
Gressford. Gressford has impressed me significantly so far in this first quarter. Umroa was a very experienced goal attack.
Right.
You know, it's one of those player on court that I look up to in terms of his style of play, and Gressford is making it difficult for him to collect some of those center passes.
I
So,
agree with you, Sherman.
totally, I have to say Gressford has been the most impressive so far for me. In
Look at
this
him right
first
now.
round. Yes.
It's
So,
all-
ball back in play, and
1 minute to be committed.
Navigators in
Oh,
possession of the ball.
beautiful
Excellent take
take
there
from
from Delroy. Patient as he went on that 1 foot and just turned around to find somebody. He did find the goal attack. Not able to finish that.
Nice rebound from
Yes,
Delroy, finished
but-
with a shot. So it's now 13-9. It's T-Cat center pass. Andre their center. I would be tempted to bring Jerry out at goal attack.
Yes.
He is a better handler of the ball.
Uh-huh.
Get Roger in, get him standing up and put that ball up. Good
Yes.
block from Jerry
Yes.
just now.
He uses his body very wisely.
Yes, he
But
does.
that was a very clumsy pass there inside the
Very
circle.
clumsy pass,
The ball went
Sherman.
on the defender's hand. Oh, isn't that running? That looked. Well, whatever it was, it
We're just
umpire didn't see it.
commentating, Sherman. Well, if it was, the umpire missed it. And now the
Yeah.
Navigators
As
putting another one on the board.
taking
14
that
to
center
9
pass
with their
from
center
the-
pass to come. A bit of footy going on the court.
Yes.
Oh, the umpire getting involved too.
So,
There goes Gressford again with another deflection.
he is not stopping.
Unlucky he couldn't pull that one in, but look at him running like
Yes.
a track star.
I would be very surprised.
He wants to
if-
get back in
I'd be
it.
very surprised if you know, I wouldn't be surprised rather if he's named the MVP for this tournament. Excellent save there from the wing attack. Tumbling over eventually. Navigators remain in possession of the ball. The keeper working overtime to just try to keep the ball outside the circle. Unfortunately, keeper being penalized for that.
Good shot
Yes.
from Delroy. His shooting this tournament has been better than I've ever seen before. I just love his confidence, his release. Looks so good. Oh, good tip there from the wing defense. Unlucky there was no navigator there to pull it in.
Excellent drive there from the goal attack.
Good strong take from Andre. Nice big ball into Jerry. But again,
They need to eliminate those lob passes inside the circle. And the players need to come in front because, of course, the navigator circle is a tall defending circle, and they need to eliminate those long passes, those high, long lob passes inside the circle, and just try to get a little bit closer to the circle edge to make those passes.
yes, I agree with you because at the moment the big bomb's not working, so they have to try something else. Mix it up a little bit more. I mean, they have two tall shooters. Jerry is big and strong and he holds really well.
Well, yes,
But I think the midcourt needs to do a better job
in
of
making
looking
those
into him and
passes.
make better decisions on the pass. Pomeroy with a penalty shot. He misses, but he's there. Oh, unlucky.
Picked
but
up there by
Gresford.
Gresford as usual.
Beautiful
From straight into the
intercept again
arms of
from Andrew.
wing defense.
Oh, nice
yes,
straight line pass
excellent
right
pop
under the
there
post to
from the goal
Amroy.
attack. His signature pop as usual, as we spoke about earlier. So that is 4 straight goals from the Navigators team. T-Cats unable to respond so far. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen if T-Cats allow Navigators to run away with this quarter. So
It's important
Gresford is just all over the court.
that T-Cats do something now.
yes, they need to do it now or never because there's 5 straight unanswered goals.
Yes. Well, I hope the viewers out there are enjoying the game. One game to go after this one, which is a championship game coming up in another hour or so. So please stick around for that. But in the moment, let's enjoy this wonderful game from these men. Oh, good strong take from Amroy. Can he sink it? No. Unlucky.
Misses. And the Navigators keepers were there to just pick that ball up. So good patience there
Good job from
good
Jerry.
patience from Jerry to just feint that pass.
Yes, that
And
was smart
the
from
goal
Jerry.
attack was just there to just drive straight inside the circle.
If T-Cats are going to pull this back, it's now.
They need to do some more
Yes.
of that. So a quick change there on the T-Cats bench. The wing attack was replaced by Deshaun because seems to be some delay sometimes.
Yes,
with
and
the-
Deshaun is a really good wing attack. He has a lot of speed. He has a lot of experience. He used to play for the Beagles club back in Jamaica before he
Yes.
moved to Tennessee. There he goes. Nice contest from the wing defense, but a bit unlucky there.
Again, very good body position there from Jerry.
He's big and he's strong. I would be looking to the tall shooter under the post. Nice.
Excellent layup there
Nice,
from,
nice. Good Jerry.
from Jerry.
Jerry seems to be
finish
a bit
off.
emotional.
Yes.
He's ready. He's pumped. He wants to take the game on. Look at him move.
You realize he's always throwing though when he
Yes.
plays his
Watch
game.
it. Look at that stronghold in the
Yes.
circle.
And they should be looking towards
Yes.
the circle, because they know the type of player that he is. He's very
Good tip from Dane. That was exceptional. Nice strong backup from the wing defense. Now they're in transition. Nice long
Yes.
pass to the goal attack. And now it starts to get messy.
good hustle there from Andre, the center of T-Cats, but unable to keep that ball inside the circle. Good work there from Gresford again. Gresford is just all over the court. He doesn't stop. He never stops.
He is all over the court. Good shot from Delroy again. There goes
Gresford
nice
responds
support
again.
from Matthew.
Yes. Oh my God, that was good teamwork right
They
there.
need to use this energy
Yes.
to set something up here.
Good
Nice play again
play.
from
Shooter
Jerry.
to shooter
Very
there.
smart. And they
Yeah.
scores. They need to fight back now.
They need
This
to.
is their center pass. An opportunity for them to go 2 in a row. They need to ensure this one is scored.
Good break there from the wing attack.
Nice
Good
strong
strong
pass.
pass into the shooting circle. The wing defense there trying
The
to make
shooter
a
is
touch
on the
to it,
ground.
but unfortunately,
Good pop shoot from
patience.
Jerry.
Yes, and he finishes with another layup.
Oh, awesome work.
Excellent. So that's the two
Awesome
you spoke
work.
about, straight 2 goals.
2 straight goals.
So that is now 4 goals.
And quick,
to,
so quickly, it's now
yes,
5
very
goals in
quickly.
it.
Yes. So
If they can get another turnover here, this will be really good for them.
So it is safe to say that the T-Cats is just trying to make some slow strides. Unfortunately, to keep that ball inside the circle after a deflective rebound.
Yes, that's a rebound that they should have picked up.
Yes,
Because
that would have made a difference. For
momentum was on their side, and if they had got that, it would keep going.
them. Yes.
So they needed that one, but nevertheless, they're in attack. This is their center pass. Good strong take from Gresford.
He's
Awesome
always
drive from
there,
Deshaun.
yes.
Here is Jerry. Dane with the deflection, and now you are making a pass on Court Sherman. The T-Cats just need to settle here, be decisive, do something.
yes.
There is Jerry. Now Jerry will do something. Swing it to the center. Good
Yes.
front cut from
Good
this
pop
tall
there.
goal attack. He misses,
Ooh.
and the Navigators have the
Yes.
rebound.
That ball didn't go anywhere near there.
No, no, it was almost a pass that
Yes,
didn't come off.
he needed some more push.
Yes.
And the goalkeeper there just trying to, not to get caught up with the goal shooter coming out too far, but unable to keep the ball from coming in, and Navigators finish.
Yes, good shot again by Amroy.
So that's now 8
Back to
goals.
7.
Yes.
Back to 7 with the Navigator center pass, an opportunity for them to push it out to 8. Good fake from Duran, nice drive from Q. They're looking for Delroy. He's the man with the hot hand. Oh, a lot of physical playing in that
Yes,
circle.
and they're all over the floor. So as I was saying, so far for this quarter, Navigators has scored 8 goals, and T-Cats was only able to score 4 goals in this quarter. That makes it 9 goals, 9-4 for this quarter. Another change on the bench, wing defense being changed. The wing attack, the previous wing attack comes back at wing defense to take off Matthew. T-Cats in possession of the ball. Very good, strong drive there from Andre.
Oh, big call from the umpire.
Yeah, a little bit confusing there
Yes,
because
yes.
this umpire was calling outside, but then the other umpire, who the call is pretty much in her part of the court, so the center was causing contact. So
Right.
Navigators back in position with the ball to the goal attack, to the goal shooter rather, to the wing attack, and to the goal attack. Goal attack was trying to make that ball work for him,
What was
but
that call?
it seems to have been replay.
Replay.
Yes, with the double tap.
Oh.
And the goal
Body
attack
and
working
body.
really hard to get back that ball that he worked. Excellent block there from the goal shooter. Ball went
He
outside.
happened to step outside.
Yes, but that was an excellent effort there from the goal shooter. Just working on defense. An excellent attempt again. Not because he's a shooter means he can't defend, don't it? And a lot of times, plenty of times we see that where shooters don't defend because, you're a shooter, we don't defend. So, just unable. He should have just rested on the
Yes,
ball to,
he had
to
the ball in
regain
his
some
hand.
balance.
Oh, lucky get out of jail
Contact
from the
there.
umpire.
So penalty there. Oh no. That is an impossible pass.
It was.
Because both players were literally locked on each other. So miscommunication there from the goal attack, with a bounce pass inside the circle to Delroy, and Delroy unable to pick that up. Good patience there from the goalkeeper.
Oh, good hand
come
again
around,
from
yes.
the wing defense from Navigators.
Excellent patience there. And Greshford is always on the back to assist. Good tip there from the goal shooter. The goal shooter is almost playing like a defender. He's just working overtime to keep that ball in there in his shooting end of the court. Wow, that's an excellent attempt there from the goalkeeper
Yes,
to hit that ball
was
out.
beautiful.
And I could see goal attack Omroy, just trying to wonder signal to the
happened?
umpire. He probably thinking that was a goaltending opportunity. Excellent tip there from the center on the edge of the circle to get T-Cats in position of the ball. Delroy again all over the floor with his defensive style of play. And I can hear in the stands behind me, the people are calling back for Matthew.
Yes,
That's
Matthew
it.
was the previous wing defense. He was changed with a quick change. He was very influential in the movement of the ball through court. And now he's gone and they're struggling to bring the ball through.
I think with this wing defense, he's a little bit hesitant in making the pass. It's like he doesn't trust the
Alright, with
people.
a strong
Yes,
rebound.
very strong rebound there. Is that the wing defense is a little bit hesitant with making those passes. So this is not the first elbow that I've seen being called on him. So he really needs to make those passes very quickly. Decide who's going to make the pass to, so that it doesn't have to be forced to give away those balls. Excellent shot there from
Beautiful
Delroy.
shot from
As
Delroy.
usual.
Umroy was there rolling around the world, but he was missed. But they used Delroy, and he was a sure goal for
So
them.
now it's a 10-point lead there for the Navigators team. It's 23-13, and just under 2 minutes of play is left. Navigators in possession of the ball, just inside the center circle. The goal attack is free in the back. They found him eventually, and he shoots.
Nice shot from the
Excellent
goal
finish
attack.
there from the goal attack.
I think at the moment T-Cats are just hesitant to release the ball, and
Just being too careful, if you ask me.
yes, they are. They're being too careful. Nice middle drive from Navigators, and it's straight into Umroy under the post. Double jump from the defense, but they're called for obstruction.
Yes, on the landing.
Yes, Umroy will take the penalty shot. He should finish this. Yes.
He did.
50 seconds on the clock. Navigator center pass. No, I'm sorry. Tennessee Wildcat center pass. Wasted opportunity again from the T-Cats. This is an opportunity for Navigators to get 2 in a row. 30 seconds is enough time, but they need to get it in.
Football.
Where are we? Are we at the football stadium?
He should have just attempted to catch the ball instead of kicking
He
it.
should have, and probably if he had, the umpire would have given him a contact call because the shooter was coming behind him. But nevertheless, Navigators are again showing their class. A miss from Delroy, and look
Excellent
at it.
replay there.
The footballer has it in
Rebound.
hand.
Yes.
9 seconds on the clock. They need to put it into Jerry. His hand is up. He's calling for it. Obstruction call. He's still holding it. Seconds on the clock. Wasted opportunity. Andre is a more
That was
experienced player
deliberate.
than that.
I
He
think
should
that
have.
was-
He should have let that ball go.
But the goal attack went offside just to ensure that the time ran out. Did you notice that Omar went offside just now?
Yeah,
He
no,
did.
that one missed me. That one missed me.
He went offside just now to
Right.
prevent the
So
ball
then
from,
the umpire
and he
should have
obstructed.
probably
So the obstruction
advanced
outside.
it to the
yes, the
circle.
obstruction just right here. Once because if the penalty is not called inside the shooting circle, then the game is just blown off. So that was a very smart move.
It was a very smart move from Umroy. Very disappointed with the umpiring though. That should have been picked up.
Yes, that
That
should have been picked up.
because that potentially cost T-Cats a goal.
Yes.
So that should have been picked up and advanced and given an opportunity. But Andre, as an experienced player, I would get on with it. I wouldn't be waiting for the umpire. I would just throw it up in the air. It was 5 seconds on the clock. Unless you're playing for advance from the umpire, there was no way that ball would get in if the penalty was to be set.
That's
so I
true.
would have just get it on with, put the ball up in the air, hoping one of my big shooters would get it. So
Because the shooters realized that the time was almost up and pretty much set up themselves for the long lob pass inside the circle.
right, both were in, so
Yes.
it should have been done. But Sherman, as you know, I have a final coming up. It's
Yes,
now
I know.
halftime, so I need to go get kits up. It was great talking to you in commentary. Great game to call. It's now out to 10, 24-14. We're still hoping that the T-Cats can push and come back and make it a more even contest. But the Navigators are a class team, and I expect them to run away with this. I expect them to keep pushing and going hard. Players like Delroy, Amroy, Q, Damien in the goal defense. I expect them to stand up and lead their team to a big victory here and to end the competition on a high so they can come back with some positives next year.
Yes.
All the viewers out there, come online, drop us a comment. We'll give you a shout out. Be here, stick around for the finals. Tell your friends to come out and watch. That's it for me from the studio. Enjoy the rest of the day, Sherman.
All right, Kurt, all the best, and I'll be commentating on your match.
All right.
So that was Kurt Dale from World Main Strikers. He was my co-commentator just now, but he has gone to make himself ready for the upcoming last and final match of the day between World Main Strikers and El Bassan from Trinidad and Tobago. So as it is now, it's halftime here in the Estereo Gymnasium, and both teams are just having their own little huddle. Just trying to do some work. T-Cats have more than Navigators because, of course, T-Cats is down by 10 goals. So the T-Cats, if you could see on your screen, the coach from the T-Cats team, Kevin, who is also from Trinidad, is having some strong word there with his players on the bench. Navigators is just pouncing around on court, pretty much just trying to relax themselves to get ready for the second half of this game. So it's going to be an interesting game to see how it's going to finish. Can T-Cats come back? That's an interesting question.
Your attention, please. Please be reminded that we'll have the drawing of the raffle immediately after this game.
So that was an announcement by the announcer. They'll be having a raffle, and he's just letting us know that they'll be having the draw immediately after this game. So again, guys, it's the third and fourth place playoff. For those who are just joining us, it's a third and fourth place playoff between Navigators and T-Cats. The last time these two teams met in the rounds, of course, Navigators won them yesterday. So it's good. This is more than likely going to be a repeat of yesterday's game if T-Cats doesn't make any adjustment to their players, so that they can get the victory. I'm Sherman, for those who are just joining us. I'm from the Kinetic Sports netball team back in Jamaica. Shout out to all our listeners and all the persons who have been just sharing words of encouragement and feedback about my commentating. Mark Wayne, Shandon, Keanu, I really appreciate it, guys. And to all the other members of the Kinetics team who are back home, big shout out. I miss you guys, and I hope to see you soon. And I really hope that you guys are actually watching the third place playoff and will be tuning in for the semi-place for the final game of the match today. Seven teams entered the competition this year. World Main Strikers, Navigators, El Bassan, Tennessee Wildcat, Kinetic Sports, Florida Jets, and Toronto Paysetters. And it is down to the wire here today. It's between Tennessee Wildcat and Navigators for the third place playoff, and for the final game, the most important and interesting game is going to be the World Main Strikers versus the El Bassan team. And as I mentioned earlier with Kurt, that's going to be an interesting game because this is the first time Elbasan is making it to the finals. So that's going to be very interesting to see. I can't wait to, see how that works out. But I won't say who I'm betting on just yet. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. So far, I'm seeing some changes on the Navigators bench. Dane remains at goalkeeper. I'm seeing Duran going at goal attack. Eddie there coming on at wing attack. Eddie is from Jamaica. Well, he used to play for Beagles. Haven't seen him played much in this competition, so it's very good to see that he has gotten some court time in this final match for the day. So the goal shooter there, just shouting out to the wing attack Eddie to hurry and get up and not to bother with the flamboyancy on court. A very senior player, a very experienced player. So just some tussle there between the goal shooter and the wing attack. Just disapproving with the pass. Good hustle there from the T-Cats player to get that ball in position. It's going to be interesting to note how this change for the Navigators team will affect their game. So excellent shooter-to-shooter pass there. An excellent layup from Jerry. Calm and collective as per usual. T-Cats in possession of the ball. Sent to the goal attack. Barely making any progress. And they had to play back the ball. Wing defense there. Being called for contact. Excellent push into the circle there to Jerry, who consistently hold his front position and to finish. So that's two straight unanswered goals. Navigators is a little bit antsy right now, all over the court, making some very, the effort there by Andre to make that pass inside the circle. So now goal defender Damien is caught out of play. Excellent front position there from Jerry. And as usual, Jerry finishes again with another layup. So it's safe to say that Jerry is a basketballer because of how he shoots. So T-Cats in position of the ball. Another front position there from Jerry. The wing defense there just kind of tumbled the wing attack inside the circle. Umpire didn't see that, but the ball is coming back down court steadily in the T-Cats position. Another fast. Smart play there by Jerry to help him get closer to the goal circle. He posed that he played that ball onto the goal circle, to the hoop, to the goal post rather, to get a little bit closer after he attempted a layup and was and almost got called for stepping. So that was a very smart play. Excellent rebound there from Gresford as usual. And the court is lit up and you can hear Jerry. So just a hustle there on court and it's just phenomenal. So it was a 10-point lead. It is now down to 7 after T-Cats have scored 3 straight unanswered goals. Let us see if Navigators will be able to finish. Elbow there, call from the center there from the Navigators team. And there, the court seemed to be unsettled. The players from the Navigators bench, they're not happy with what's going on, but they're back in position with the ball. And Duran contact their call on the keeper. And finally, Navigators responded. So excellent play there from the T-Cats to get 3-1 on the scoreboard. So a lot of tumble on court. The players so no contact being called. Um, no contact being called there, and the stadium just erupted with disapproval of that. Um, the game has become very, very physical, so it's going to be interesting to note to see how the umpires control this game. So another penalty there from the center to get T-Cats in position over the ball. Very strong take there from the shooter. Reset there from the wing attack. Can't find anybody to put it to. He found it very difficult. Found it very difficult to make the pass inside the circle. Now he did. Good layup there from Jerry as usual to finish. And the court and the stadium went into erupt. A change there on court. Humroy is replaced by Quinnell. That's the original center for the Navigators team. So good strong there from the wing defense. Navigators center to the goal shooter. Goal shooter takes a long shot and he shoots, and he just bumped his fist there, and just sign of victory there for that shot. Navigators in possession of the ball. Half side being called. Offside being called there. Excellent layup there from Jerry, and a good excellent rebound there from the goal attack to Roger to get the ball into court by the Navigators team. Contact there being called by the keeper, but Roger unable to finish that shot. Getting the rebound into Navigators' hands. Now the ball is upstream into the Navigators' quarter, and they're just trying to find some way to get the ball inside the circle. Excellent pass there. And that was a very smart move. Oh! Defender not ready for that pass, and it just rolled off his shoulder to go outside, unable to keep it in. Another pass off there from the goal attack to the goal shooter. The goal shooter doesn't. So early entry being called by the umpire on the wing defense. Excellent front position there. And another layup. Another layup there from the goal shooter, Jerry, to finish that ball. 19-27. A change on court. Andre being replaced by Miguel on Navigators. Long, strong hands. Again, the stadium erupted in disapproval with that. What they thought should have been a contact, but that didn't happen. So ball upstream again into the Navigators' hands. Excellent pass off, no look pass off there. That is expected from the goal attack because that's what he loves to do. So good strong hands. However, he was less than 3, and Delroy finishes confidently. So after 8 minutes and 30 seconds of play, the score now settles 19-28. So Eddie there just playing really strong. Um, ah, good, good playoff there. Shooter to shooter inside the circle. Another long bomb, and he misses. However, Doran was there to just pick that up. Um, Excellent pass off to the wing attack to the goal attack. Uh, Wally Patassa there. Elba being flung all over the court. So the game is getting very physical between the goalkeeper and the goal attack. As I said to you earlier, the goal attack is a very physical player. He uses his elbow and his body. So I guess the goalkeeper got a little bit frustrated. So the ball being called back by the umpire, Janet Guy. That should have been called for a goal because that's goaltending. So that was a little bit messy, but strong take there from the wing defense to the center. Good block there from Quinnell, and to have a contact there call. Navigators just taking possession of the game. Excellent rebound there from the goal defense. Gressford wing attack to that long bomb. Goal shooter just calling somebody. Gressford is there to the wing attack. Wing attack looks again. Goal defender being caught on the outside with that penalty. Another layup there from Jerry. Unfortunately, miss. So booing there for the umpire, who thought the goal shooter was shooting, but he made the ball roll on top of the goal circle just to get it over into the shooter. So that is just that is something that the entire team and the stadium is in disagreement with. So that is something that we need to look at. But what can I say? The umpire call is final. Delaware found it very difficult there to keep the ball inside the circle. Navigators now in possession of the ball. They need to settle down and score this one. Wing attack makes that look. Didn't find the body. Good long pass into the goal shooter. Goal shooter to the center. Center there with some long hands to Jerry. Jerry. So goal defense there, not in agreement with that call, and he walks away as his partner tried to pull him into the play. So there's a lot of disagreement here with what the umpire is calling, and it's causing players to be upset. So that's going to be very interesting. So that was a smart move. That was a smart move by Jerry to just bounce the ball on the floor so that good tip there. Unfortunately, nobody there to pick that up. Long pass into the goal shooter. The goalkeeper challenging, went outside. The goal center now finds the goal shooter. Goal shooter back to center, center back to goal shooter. Obstruction there from the goalkeeper outside the circle. So the goalkeeper has received a warning for deliberate delaying play. And I can just hear the chattering inside the gymnasium of people just disapproving with the calls that are being made by the umpire. Um, Navigators in position, long pass to the goal shooter, shooter to the goal attack finds the set, wing attack, he's going to play that ball off, of course he did. Sent it to another elbow there from the goal attack, but the goal defense is being caught out of play, and the umpire is just indicating where exactly the ball should be taken, and the goalkeeper got himself caught up right under that circle, could not move. Good strong there from the wing attack. Excellent layup again from Jerry. Navigators in possession of the ball to the wing attack. Great effort there. Umpire called contact there on that ball. Again, the stadium erupts in disapproval of that call. The score is currently 21-32, 11-point lead for the Navigators team after just under 3 minutes of play left. Excellent block there, deflection there from the goalkeeper. And we could see the goalkeeper just trying to not get in any physicality with the goal attack. And the Navigators team were able to finish that ball. So Navigators in possession of the ball. Center, good take there from the wing defense. Unable to keep it inside the court. Wing attack in now position to the goal attack. Contact there from the goal defense. Excellent take and layup there. Miss it. And showing for the T-Cats team. So not on court there. So, players on the floor from the Navigators team seem to be Dane. I'm not sure what transpired there. There seemed to be an effort to block a pass, and the player went down. So time being held, just under a minute and 30 seconds to go, and the players are just going to their huddle. And Dane is coming up slowly, and he's going to be replaced by Andre. Is he? No, he seems to be okay. He's up and he's okay. Alright, ball being called back because umpire said on his whistle. So umpire there just directing where exactly the call should be, where the ball must be taken. Navigators going up upstream slowly instead of with the ball. Go shoot to Delroy in possession of the ball to the wing defense, reset that ball to the center. Excellent take there from the goal attack. He's going to play that ball off of you as usual. Yes, he did. Another goaltending effort there, but was unsuccessful. Excellent effort there from Gresford. Long pass inside to Delroy, and he finishes. With just 30 seconds of play left, let's see if they'll be able to finish. Long pass inside the circle. Goal attack. unable to get the ball inside. With a long pass inside. So contact their call from the goalkeeper and he finishes. So the score is now 22-35 after 45 minutes of exciting and riveting netball.
finish the commentary with you?
Of course, come.
I dropped me for a warm up for play.
All right, so back on court for the final and last quarter for the third place playoff. Navigators in possession of that ball. There are some changes on court. Eddie being replaced by Derwin. Shooting circle remains the same. Goal attack, goal shooter to wing attack to goal attack. The goal attack just allowed that ball to work for him. Back to the wing attack. Excellent pop there from the goal shooter. And just shoots excellently as usual. So center taken by the T-Cats team to the wing attack to the center to the goal shooter. The goal shooter waited patiently for that ball to the wing defense to the center. Layup, no. A good shooter playoff there. Contact there from the goal defense. And he shoots. So center taken by the Navigators team to the goal attack. Goal attack, fake the pass to this, and then play off to the center to the goal shooter. Excellent come out there from the goal shooter. Another pop from the goal shooter to the wing attack. Wing attack turns and finds the goal attack. Goal attack finds the goal shooter. The goal shooter tumbles over, but he's getting up. He's strong. He's okay. Penalty there from the goalkeeper. He steps up and he misses. Ball being called back there because the goalkeeper moved off. Goal attack takes that shot and he shoots. So that's now 23-37 in favor of Navigators. Center taking the ball to the wing defense. The wing defense step, but he was happy that the umpire didn't call that. Goal defense to the wing defense. To the center. Center makes a very long bomb inside the circle to the goal attack. Goal attack finds the center. Just some tumble there. Miscommunication, and that ball makes it to the Navigators in position, coming down to the down court. Excellent steal there from the wing defense, Matthew. A contact there. And the gymnasium erupted. Loving that move from Matthew. He has improved so much over last year. Excellent attempt there from the goal defense. And to the goal shooter. The center there turning his back to the ball. The goal shooter couldn't find anyone to make the pass to. Unfortunately, the center from the Navigators team, Quinnell, unable to find somebody unable to keep that ball in court. Excellent take there from Jerry. And to finish, very good. That was Roger. Center pass taken by Navigators. Center, Quinnell, Mitchell. Wing defense call for that ball. A very good, strong drive from the wing defense. He's a new player to the Navigators team, Miguel. So he's getting some court time here. Excellent pop there from the goal shooter, Delroy. Unable to keep that ball outside the hoop, and he finishes as usual. Center pass taken to the wing attack. Wing attack. A block there. That was a very smart play by Jerry to attempt to throw the ball inside, and it came off the wing defense feet, and the crowd loves that style of play. So that was very, very good, very smart. So Jerry back in play. He finds the center patiently. Contact there from the goal defender. And Roger is going to take that shot, and he shoots. So that was very smart from Jerry to do. So Navigators back in position with that ball, and they're just working really hard to maintain that lead that they have. He's going to play off that ball, and yes, he did. And excellent shot there from the goal shooter as usual. the defending unit from the T-Cats team need to realize that the goal attack is not going to make the shot, it's going to play back the ball off. So what they need to do is to ensure that they find the goal shooter. So, great attempt there from the wing defense, Matthew again, but the wing attack just uses his body to keep him outside. Swing over the circle. Great take there from the goal attack to keep that ball inside. Another center pass taken by Quinnell to the goal attack, to the goal shooter. Goal shooter spins and turns, final wing attack. Wing attack make a nice pass over to the goal attack. Goal attack is going to play back out the ball. Yes, he did. Another pass again. Gresford just slow on the pass. The goal attack just look at him. Illegal play there from the goalkeeper, trying to block out the shot. Unsuccessful in doing so. He takes a shot and he shoots. So time being held by the umpire. The goal defender Gresford is down, he's going down. I'm not sure what is wrong with him. If it's muscle contract or something. He's trying to remove his bib. So now T-Cats is down to 6 players. So that's going to be very difficult for the T-Cats player. There's no wing defense on court. There's only one person on the bench, and he came off in the very first quarter due to injury. So excellent finish there by the goal attack. So this is going to be a blowout game for the Navigators team because, as I said to you before, they are now down to 6 players. Well, another goaltending, that should have been a goal and not calling back the ball. But umpire's call is final. So, position of the ball, good drive there from the wing attack. Excellent pass inside the circle. And the ball was picked up by Andre, unable to finish. Shocked outside their call from the excellent pop there by the goal shooter, Jerry. He's playing very smartly. And the keeper just can't find an answer for him. So, 6 players on court, just the same for the T-Cats player. Gresford is still down, and we can see the management team from the T-Cats from T-Cats just attending to him. I'm not sure what is wrong with him. The keeper, the defensive unit from the T-Cats unit is trying to keep the ball out, but he finishes very strongly. So another change there. Dane just limping off court and being replaced by Andre from Navigators. Good drive there and turn from the excellent finish there. Contact there being called from the goal shooter because he placed he used the ball to draw that contact on his hand. So just some you know very quiet and calm, nothing fancy for this last quarter. They're just they're just cruising through the the gymnasium erupted with something that just happened. Oh, replay, umpire didn't call it. The long hands from Roger is just preventing good attempt there from the keeper, but unable to keep that ball out. So at this time, the Navigators player, they know that the match is in their hands, and they're just cruising. And every time Jerry shoots, you can hear the crowd erupting, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. So, so unlike the first quarter, where there were a lot of another excellent finish there by Jerry. Unlike the very first quarter, when there were a lot of through court defense, that has changed a bit, and the T-Cats player are not really finding it that difficult, but good hands there from Miguel to stop that ball from going inside the shooting circle. Good deflection there from Roger, who has now moved to goal defense. And there are just some tussle inside the goal shooting circle, just to just gain that position. However, contact being called on both players. And Duran, as usual, a smart player, know how to use his body to draw that contact. So, just some fancy work there by the Navigators team, just showing off their flamboyancy on court, because they know that the wing attack doesn't have a wing defense, so it's going to be always free, and therefore they're just working that ball in and out, in and out. That was very flat and picked up by the goalkeeper Andre. Ball back in position with the Navigators team in the shooting circle. The goal attack has changed from Duran to Derwin, and outside they're being called, but Navigators remain in possession of the ball. So keeper there contacting the goal attack, and Delwar finishes confidently as usual. Just over 2 minutes of play left, and it's 28-49. Another change there, Damien coming off of the defense, replaced by Omar. So a little bit of confusion there inside the circle. However, Derwin turns, he aims, then shoot. Good picked up there by excellent pass inside the shooting circle from goal shoots to goal attack and he finishes. So at this point now, any minute, it's who can make it to 30 or who can make it to 50. Just a minute of play left, and the Navigators team have the ball in possession, not making any effort to get the ball inside the circle just yet. Excellent shoot the shooter, but it was picked up from off the circle edge by Matthew, the center. Good straight drive there. Obstruction there called on the goalkeeper, and Jerry layup as usual to make it 34-9. 34 seconds of play left, and let us see if they can level the score. 50-30. Derwin attempts to take the shot. He waits on the jump. He draws the obstruction. He's going to shoot. And he begs that one to go in. So that's 30-50 with Nas T-Cats in that last center pass. Long bomb inside the circle, and Jerry gets one more on the board. It's now 31-50, and that's the end of the third place playoff between Navigators Institute of Sports and Tennessee Wildcats, with Navigators coming out the victor 50-31 after 60 minutes of exciting and riveting netball. Join us shortly for the final game of the World Main Netball Championship. Have a good one.
We'll be drawing the raffle immediately. If you haven't got your tickets, I'm right here for you.